have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
From Constitution Avenue in beautiful Washington, D.C., on behalf of the American Veterans Center, welcome to the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade presented by Boeing.
And thank you to the Memorial Day Festival Chorus under the direction of Dr. David Guess for that fabulous opening performance.
Fabulous
Wonderful.
indeed. I'm John Rogers. Today's parade is coming to you from the center of our nation's capital, Constitution Avenue. For 21 years, the American Veterans Center has presented the nation's largest Memorial Day salute to the men and women who've made the ultimate sacrifice for our country.
Yes, indeed. And I'm Blanquita Kellum. We want to give a warm welcome to all of you out there joining us all over the world for this very special edition of the National Memorial Day Parade to commemorate the upcoming 250th anniversary of our great America this year.
The sacrifices that we honor on Memorial Day are the price of the freedoms we celebrate on Independence Day. From the American Revolution to the current generation guarding and fighting for our democracy, today's parade honors 250 years of our shared history and those Americans who've served and sacrificed.
Now, in keeping with the parade tradition, member of D.C.'s Metropolitan Police Department, complete with honor guard, are going to make their way down Constitution Avenue, signaling the official kickoff of the parade. Yes, folks, this is that kind of parade. You get to cheer, you get to scream, you get to be patriotic. That's the way. All right.
Bringing the energy to lead things off, here is United States Marine Corps veteran Ed Purcell. At 63 years young and an amputee, Ed is an avid marathon runner who proudly holds the stars and stripes high to inspire others and honor those who fought and died for our freedom. Thank you for your service, Ed, and Semper Fi. The Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade is produced by the American Veterans Center, and a group of very special guests carry today's lead parade banner. We're honored to have Gold Star mothers with us.
And today our hearts are with these in all Gold Star families, as this day is our nation's collective remembrance, and we pay honor to the children that they have lost while in active service to the United States Armed Forces. God bless them. In memory of those who served, reads the banner that'll be passing by us now, and that is the very reason that we're gathered here today.
Now, as our parade begins, a reminder of the true meaning of the Memorial Day holiday. The riderless horse you see here leads this parade annually, honoring our fallen heroes. Among the oldest military traditions in a full honor funeral is that of a riderless horse. Wearing an empty saddle with the rider's boots reversed in the stirrups, it honors the warrior who will never ride again.
The sacrifices that we honor on Memorial Day are the price of the freedom we celebrate on Independence Day.
Now, as we commemorate this 250th anniversary of America, we remember those who made it all possible. From the Military District of Washington, today's Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade's ceremonial honor guard joins in honor of all who have sacrificed these last 250 years.
Joining are marching platoons from the United States Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Space Force, and Coast Guard.
Please welcome the United States Air Force Band, the premier musical organization of the Air Force based Joint Base Anacostia Bowling in Washington, D.C. The band has 6 performing assemblies, and these groups perform a wide spectrum of styles, including classical, jazz, patriotic, and ceremonial music. And joining are the marching platoons from the U.S. Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Space Force, and Coast Guard.
Wow. I always like to find out who gets the largest cheer. We got any Army out there? Got any Marines out there? Got any Coast Guard out there? How about Air Force? And what a better way to get into the spirit than to be joined by the honorary Grand Marshals, NFL legends of the New England Patriots and Team USA athletes, medalists from the Olympics and Paralympics. Leading the charge, our 2026 Pro Football Hall of Fame inductee and the NFL's all-time leading scorer, Adam Vinatieri, alongside his Patriot teammates and the Pro Bowler Vince Wilfork.
And you see the family right there joining us is famed Olympic gold medalist Shawn Johnson East, along with her husband and NFL alumnus himself, Andrew East. Now that's some serious American sports firepower here to celebrate our 250th birthday.
You talk about a sports power couple.
From our presenting sponsor, Boeing, it is our privilege to present the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade's Salute to Service and Sacrifice across America's first 250 years. And from the Military District of Washington, soldiers in period uniforms spanning the proud history of the United States Army. Joining the salute are decorated American veterans from World War II, Korea, Vietnam, the Gulf War, and operations around the world post 9/11. Marching alongside are representatives from Boeing, which is honored to have over 18,000 veteran employees in its ranks.
Do you see him? Among the heroes aboard the float is Don Graves, that young guy, World War II Marine Corps veteran of the Battle of Iwo Jima, going strong at the age of just a mere 101 years of age.
So young. Thank you to each of these heroes joining us today, and to Boeing for making today's parade possible.
From Brentwood, New York, making their first appearance in our parade, let's give a big warm welcome to the Brentwood High School Green Machine Marching Band.
The Green Machine is proud to salute and honor those who've preserved the freedoms we celebrate on this Memorial Day in the 250th year of our nation. Let's have a listen. High School Band from Massachusetts.
Awesome. Today, we are honored to have with us living legends of history. Let's welcome surviving veterans of World War II. They are riding in period vehicles from the classic car clubs of America. Here they come, and brought to us by the great Gary Sinise Foundation. Welcome them, everybody.
Leading the way is 97-year-old Merchant Marine veteran of the war, Dave Yoho, who forged his birth certificate and joined up at the ripe age of 15 in 1944. And alongside Dave, Honorary Grand Marshal famed actor Lou Diamond Phillips. A military brat born on a Navy base in the Philippines, Lou's father, stepfather, and 5 uncles all served in the Navy. Lou has worked as the official spokesman for the Veterans of Foreign Wars and is a longtime supporter of the USO. Thank you, Dave. Huh?
He's not Filipino, he's Latino. I saw him in La Bamba. Para la Bamba. 16 million Americans served. And we want to tell you all about that, but I'm still stuck on Lou Diamond Phillips being a Latino. But let me go back to these 16 million Americans that served in uniform during World War II after the attack in Pearl Harbor. That was 85 years ago. Sadly, fewer than 40,000 survive today. Over 400,000 made the ultimate sacrifice. We pay tribute to the greatest generation. And a very warm thank you to the great Gary Sinise Foundation for making their participation possible.
Please welcome the Jewish War Veterans of the USA. They are the nation's longest active veteran service organization, founded in 1896 by Jewish Union Civil War veterans. Their mission is to support our veterans, fight anti-Semitism, and preserve the memory and service of those who've served before. Joining the Jewish War Veterans, we are honored to welcome 4 veterans of World War II. Among them are Milton Kalin, 102 years old and recipient of the Bronze Service Medal. Colonel Frank Cohn, 101 years old, a refugee from Nazi Germany. David Marshall, 101, Bronze Star and veteran of the Battle of the Bulge. And Albert Jacobs, also 101, and a radio operator in the China-Burma-India Theater. Joining these heroes are Jewish veterans who have served in the U.S. military since Korea. These veterans represent the 500,000 Jewish men and women who served during World War II and the 270,000 current Americans living Jewish veterans who have served since. From Bristol, Tennessee, making their debut along Constitution Avenue, here is the Tennessee High School Mighty Viking Band. The band has a strong history of excellence and has won the Tennessee Bandmaster Sweepstakes for decades.
This band is great. Let's take a listen.
Coming up next is the pride of Washington, D.C.'s marching bands, the Frank W. Ballou Senior High School Majestic Marching Knights, brought to you by Independent Apparel. This award-winning band uses musicianship, hard work, discipline, dedication, and compassion as tools to overcome all obstacles.
This band has marched to the Memorial Day Parade for over a decade. Let's listen to the soul of the blue and gold. float is made possible by the Gary Sinise Foundation, founded by actor and humanitarian Gary Sinise. Among its many initiatives, the Gary Sinise Foundation honors the families of our fallen military heroes who joined Gary in today's parade. Today, we remember their sacrifices.
In addition to uplifting our families of fallen heroes, the Gary Sinise Foundation serves as our nation's most severely wounded military members. It supports our veterans, provides grants for our first responders, and so much more. They are impacting the lives of those who serve in the defense of freedom each and every day. So a huge thank you to the Gary Sinise Foundation. And thank you, Gary, one of the parade's great champions.
As we celebrate America's 250th,
we thank our service members and honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice.
we're proud to support the National Memorial Day Parade and back service members across the nation because
Boeing backs America.
Presented by Boeing is brought to you by Freedom 250, celebrating the triumph of the American spirit. Events DC, Gary Sinise Foundation, U-Haul, John Deere, and by the American Veterans Center, founders of today's parade. Join our mission at AmericanVeteransCenter.org. For nearly 200 years, John Deere has been honored to support our heroes and those who have helped protect the American dream. This Memorial Day, 30,000 John Deere employees keep these brave Americans close to our hearts as we continue to invest in our country's future.
Let's welcome Mount St. Mary Academy Marching Band, the only all-girls marching band in the state of New York. Making their first appearance in our parade, let's take a listen.
Founded by Dr. Jennifer London in 2019, the American History and Founders Month organization's mission is to permanently designate November as National American History and Founders Month. The organization is working with Congress to make this happen.
Here they are, the Gilbert High School Marching Indians from Gilbert, South Carolina. This past fall, the band won the title of the South Carolina 3A Lower State Champions. With their patriotic salute, let's listen to these champion musicians and you'll see why they won.
thank American Airlines for their sponsorship of today's parade. American Airlines, the official airline of the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade.
From Mountaintop, Pennsylvania, let's welcome the Crestwood Marching Comets. The last time the Comets performed in the National Memorial Day Parade was back in 2014. Their alumni includes a 2-star general and commander of the United States Army War College. Let's take a listen to the Comets and hear them soar.
We'd like to acknowledge the DC Veterans Affairs, and also we want to thank Stars and Stripes for their sponsorship and participation in today's parade. Stars and Stripes is the official print partner of the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade. Started in the Civil War and revived in World War I and again in World War II. Stars and Stripes is independent news for the United States military.
The 2026 National Memorial Day Parade, presented by Boeing, is brought to you by American Airlines, official airline of the National Memorial Day Parade, American Battlefield Trust, Lions Club International, and by the state of Qatar. Our tribute to the sacrifices of the American Revolution is sponsored by the American Battlefield Trust.
Memorial Day is a reminder to individuals who gave their lives in defense of our nation. It is a day to reflect on their sacrifices, honor their legacy, and reaffirm our commitment to the values they fought to protect. At Events DC, we are honored to partner with American Veterans Center to support the National Memorial Day Parade, a moving tribute that brings our community together to remember, reflect, and give thanks. We honor the contributions of our veterans, sacrifices made for all of us who remember. Thank you.
Welcome back live to Constitution Avenue in the heart of Washington, D.C., the nation's capital.
Wonderful. On behalf of the American Veterans Center, welcome back to the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade presented by Boeing. We're truly grateful for all of you joining us this morning.
Absolutely. Now, let's get back to the parade route. Next is this giant 50-foot-long Stars and Stripes brought to us by Leidos. On June 14, 1777, the Continental Congress adopted the original version of our American flag.
And in 1949, Congress officially designated June 14th as Flag Day. This flag is being carried by employee volunteers from Leidos. So a huge thank you to Leidos, an industry and technology leader serving government and commercial customers with smarter, more efficient digital and mission innovations for providing volunteers for today's parade. The next float is made possible by Events DC, the official convention and sports authority of Washington, D.C. Events DC creates unique experiences that result in jobs, economic impact, and lasting memories for residents, tourists, and guests. As the official host of the nation's capital, Events DC showcases D.C. as a world-class, family-friendly, and globally recognized destination, welcoming visitors from around the corner and around the world. Events DC, world-class people delivering world-class events.
Now, riding on the float, she's a mighty beautiful lady. That's our Miss America 2026, Cassie Donegan. A theater and voice teacher, Cassie promotes the value of arts education and travels the country as the ambassador for the USO.
With a performance celebrating the American semi-quincentennial, here is Miss America, Cassie Donegan.
Old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep an eye on the grand old flag. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me an endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Beautiful. Thank you, Cassie Donegan, for that wonderful patriotic tribute. Miss America.
Now marching down Constitution Avenue from the Lone Star State of Texas, here comes the New Diana High School Band. Established in 1949, the New Diana Band has a long and rich history of excellence, enjoying 20-plus years of consecutive UIL sweepstakes awards.
Well, yeehaw. You know I'm from Texas. Now that band promotes and preserves the military style of performance, recognizing the importance and rich heritage of precision marching, performing one of my all-time favorites if y'all want to sing along, the Yellow Rose of Texas. Let's take a listen and say, yeehaw!
TAPS, Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, brings us our next float, featuring family members who have lost loved ones who've served in the armed forces.
TAPS provides hope, help, healing to all those grieving the death of a service member. So necessary.
Absolutely. Riding on the float is Bonnie Carroll, TAPS president and founder, along with representatives of the Washington Commanders, longtime supporters of TAPS and our armed forces. The families of TAPS remind us the meaning of Memorial Day and the true cost of freedom. The families you see walking in the parade represent over 100,000 members of the TAPS family.
Don't they sound great? Founded in 2001, here they are. The Macmillan United Pipe Band is brought to us by VA Biorepository Brain Bank.
With performances every year throughout the U.S., Canada, and Scotland, all three of Macmillan's competitive sections have brought trophies back home to the Washington, D.C. region. Let's take a listen.
Let's welcome Indigenous Enterprise, a dynamic company blending authentic native powwow dance with contemporary performance.
Here they are honoring their Native American family who've served in the U.S. military from World War I to the present day. Empowering youth and preserving indigenous traditions through storytelling, the troupe has performed globally, from the Super Bowl to the Sydney Opera House, along with right here on Constitution Avenue.
Fabulous.
Love the energy.
Here are the Native American Women Warriors, the first all-female Native American color guard.
The Native American Women Warriors' vision is to support the well-being of Native veterans, recognizing their unique position in our history and culture. Welcome to the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade.
Our parade's timeline of history begins as we remember the heroes of the American Revolution 250 years ago. To get us in the spirit, here are the fife and drums of Yorktown.
Formed 50 years ago in Yorktown, Virginia for the 1976 American Bicentennial Celebration, they join us today in honor of America's 250th anniversary. They continue their mission to recruit young people to train in the rudiments and drill of 18th century field music. American independence and the Revolution came at the cost of 25,000 war dead, a full 1% of the population at the time, and a percentage only surpassed by the Civil War. Throughout the war, the Continental Army was led by General George Washington.
George and Martha join us today with the support of T1 Energy. Carriages of the Capitol carry President and First Lady Washington. Did you know her nickname was Patsy?
I love
Did you know she
not.
called him the General all the time? In fact, she even went with him to Valley Forge. How about that?
next is the Virginia Regiment Mercers Company. Formed in 1755, it was reformed the next year as part of Colonel George Washington's Virginia 1st Regiment, garrisoned out of Winchester, Virginia. All right, folks, let's now welcome Virginia Regiment Mercers Company. Formed in 1755, it was reformed the next year as part of Colonel George Washington's Virginia 1st Regiment, garrisoned out of Winchester, Virginia. And a young Lieutenant Colonel George Washington is featured in this unit.
Next, the 13 stars representing the 13 original colonies. Here's a replica of the original American flag that legend says Betsy Ross created in Philadelphia during the Revolutionary War. Now here's the deal, okay? They wanted to give a 6-pointed star, but Betsy said, no, General Washington, it's 5 stars, and that's how we got the 5 stars.
Betsy, thank you for that. It's being carried today by Brooklyn College veteran students and sponsored by Humana Military. Founded in 1889 on the 100th anniversary of the inauguration of George Washington, the Sons of the American Revolution is one of the oldest patriotic organizations in the United States. Each of its more than 37,000 members is a descendant of at least one patriot of the American Revolution. The Sons of the American Revolution honors all veterans and those who gave their lives for the cause of freedom and liberty.
Here are members of Virginia's Sergeant Major John Champ chapter on a float with a replica of the Liberty Bell and Statue of Liberty. Love that sound.
Up next is the flag of the United States Army, officially adopted by President Eisenhower in 1956 and carried today by Brooklyn College student veterans. In addition to the Army's founding year, 1775, the flag includes the Army's motto, "This will defend." Today, this U.S. Army flag is brought to us by Veterans United Home Loans.
The United States Army just celebrated its 250th birthday, commemorating its proud history of loyalty, duty, respect, courage, and honor.
Making their inaugural appearance in our parade today is the Depew High School Marching Band and Color Guard from Depew, New York. Depew is part of the Buffalo Niagara Falls metropolitan area, so let's welcome Depew High School.
We thank the Wounded Paw Project for their sponsorship of today's parade. The Wounded Paw Project, they are proud to be the voice for the voiceless.
Also making their debut appearance in today's parade is the Andover Golden Warrior Marching Band from Andover, Massachusetts. The band consistently places in the New England Scholastic Band Association competitions. Let's listen.
We thank our official radio partner, Washington's WTOP, for their support.
From Trenton, Missouri, let's hear it for the Trenton Golden Bulldog High School Marching Band. The band has won the Parade Missouri State Championship and has a long-standing tradition of musical excellence. Let's take a listen.
The 2026 National Memorial Day Parade, presented by Boeing, is brought to you by Freedom 250, celebrating the triumph of the American spirit, Aetna, Robert Irvine Foundation, the National WASP World War II Museum, and by Wounded Paw Project. The National Memorial Day Parade is created and produced by the American Veterans Center. Join our mission at AmericanVeteransCenter.org.
Welcome back, live to Constitution Avenue and the heart of Washington, D.C.
Now, despite the soggy weather, we're not slowing down. We're still having a great time. On behalf of the American Veterans Center, you're watching the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade presented by Boeing. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
And I think we ought to get right back to that parade because we got a lot going on.
Leading the Star-Spangled Banner down the parade route is General Andrew Jackson.
And long before becoming president, General Jackson, known as Old Hickory, won a decisive victory over the British at the Battle of New Orleans in the War of 1812.
General Jackson is accompanied by an oversized replica of the Star-Spangled Banner, brought to you by Chevron. The sight of this flag signaled the British attack had failed and the Americans had won the battle. Francis Scott Key immortalized this moment in our national anthem.
From the Denver metro area of Colorado, and making their debut appearance in our parade, here are the bands from Adams County School District 14.
Now, this is a landmark year for Colorado, as it celebrates its 150th anniversary of statehood. We're honored to have them here with us. Let's take a listen.
This next segment of our parade is sponsored by the American Battlefield Trust and marches into our country's greatest internal conflict, the Civil War.
Let's welcome First Section, a living history organization dedicated to recreating the sights, sounds, and actions of horse-drawn artillery during the Civil War. Members come from across the U.S. and conduct demonstrations at historic Civil War sites with exceptional accuracy and attention to detail.
Bringing American history to life is the mission of the Living History Company from New Jersey. The company offers immersive experiences to deepen the understanding and appreciation of America's rich historical narrative.
Today's presentation features Union soldiers of the USCT Infantry, precursors to the famed Buffalo Soldiers. The Living History Company explores the powerful and often untold history of field musicians during the Revolutionary and Civil Wars, and highlights the bravery and cultural impact of black soldiers who served as the rhythmic heartbeat of their units.
From Altoona, Pennsylvania, here's the 46th Pennsylvania Regiment Band. This band honors the history of the 46th Pennsylvania Regiment, one of the first regiments to answer President Lincoln's call for troops in 1861.
Now, those backward-facing instruments you see there were developed during the Civil War to ensure the troops could hear the music during long, tedious marches, as the band always marched in front of the line. Interesting. Let's take a listen.
Taking the oath of office in 1861, President Abraham Lincoln appealed to the better angels of our nature in hopes to avoid the Civil War.
4 years later, as the war neared its conclusion, Lincoln declared, quote, "With malice toward none, with charity for all, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds." After the war, a holiday called Decoration Day was created to remember those lost, and today we know that day by another name, Memorial Day. President Lincoln is brought to us today by Aetna.
The flag coming down the street is a replica of the famous Bennington flag, evoking the spirit of '76.
It's being carried by some of our incredible parade volunteers. Now, the actual relic flag is on display in Bennington, Vermont, and the number 76 refers to the year that the Declaration of Independence was adopted. The Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War was formed in 1881 to carry on the traditions and memory of the Grand Army of the Republic, a fraternal organization of the United States soldiers and sailors who fought in the Civil War to preserve the Union.
And as we heard earlier, General John Logan, their commander-in-chief, began the Decoration Day holiday on May 30th in 1868 to honor the Union War dead. Well, of course, today we know that holiday by another name, Memorial Day. Please welcome female reenactors of distinction. They're known as Freed, from the African American Civil War Museum right here in Washington, D.C., just a few blocks away.
They marched to represent the unknown or forgotten ladies of the Civil War era who made major contributions to educational, medical, artistic, and social makeup of our nation.
The National Memorial Day Parade is brought to you by the Biorepository Brain Bank.
The mission of the VA Biorepository Brain Bank is to collect and maintain data and tissue in support of research to serve veterans and service members. With brain and tissue donations after passing, your experiences can contribute to future research.
Boy, it's spectacular. They suffer so much brain damage and PTSD. We love them. Now, from Andrews, South Carolina, well, pretty close. Well, I think they're coming down now. We love this band. This is the Andrews, South Carolina High School Band. They've seen significant growth over the past 3 years, from 12 to 70 members. This is their inaugural appearance in our parade. Let's give them a nice welcome.
You can hear them now. Rolling down the parade route is the George Washington chapter of the Model A Ford Club of America from Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. Of the 5 million Model A Fords built between 1928 and 1931, over 100,000 still travel the highways and byways of the world. Visit their Father's Day weekend antique car show in Chantilly, Virginia.
I know you want to go Auga. Making their first appearance in our parade from Ohio, here's the Urbana High School Hill Climber Marching Band. The band has performed many times at Walt Disney World, and their majorettes are nationally ranked twirling champions. So get a spin on that.
Cinema and Jaguar Cars North America teamed up in 2002 to create Jaguar for the Austin Powers movie Goldmember. This vehicle, complete with an ejector seat gear level button, is one of the 3 vehicles modified for the film. Current owners are Bill and Sue Krastek of Virginia, and they're very proud to be part of the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade.
They are shagalicious. Oh, behave. Another group making their first appearance in our parade, the Madison High School Marching Band from Marshall, North Carolina. This band program consists of students in 7th to 12th grades. Welcome, Madison High School. We're glad you're joining us.
We also want to thank the young Marines who volunteer each year for anything that needs done, such as carrying banners and helping coordinate groups down the route. The Young Marines is a national youth program for ages 8 through 18 focused on leadership, citizenship through community service, self-discipline, and living a healthy lifestyle.
Semper Fi.
2026 National Memorial Day Parade, presented by Boeing, is brought to you by DSS Incorporated, Chevron, Fundraising Strategies, Humana Military, and Uber.
Are you having fun? Well, welcome back. The Freedom 250 Memorial Day Parade is presented by Boeing, and it's brought to you by American Airlines. Thank you to our official airline, American Airlines, for providing transportation for the veterans.
Now, the National Memorial Day Parade was created by the American Veterans Center, whose mission is to preserve the legacy of our military men and women across the generations. The ABC is also home to the world's most impactful Veterans Oral History program, with more than 2 billion views across Facebook and YouTube and millions of subscribers. It's certainly worth a watch.
Absolutely.
You can watch these stories at youtube.com/ABC videos or at facebook.com/American Veterans Center. And visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org to learn more about how you can join and support our mission. So, let's get back to the parade.
Bully, bully. Before becoming president, Teddy Roosevelt gained acclaim by leading the famed Rough Riders during the Spanish-American War. A lot of people don't know he raised those troops at the Menger Hotel in San Antonio. In any case, God bless Teddy.
Teddy Roosevelt was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor for his legendary charge up San Juan Hill and is the only president to have received the nation's highest military award.
Medal of Honor.
Big deal.
Big deal.
Before fighting with the Rough Riders, Teddy Roosevelt served as the Assistant Secretary of the Navy, preparing the Navy for battle with Spain. Later, as president, in 1907, he launched the Great White Fleet on its tour around the world, signifying the United States' arrival as a global power.
Following President Roosevelt is this giant United States Navy flag, and it's brought to us today by Pep Boys, founded a century ago by 4 proud Navy veterans.
We'd like to thank Events DC for supporting the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade.
From Brentwood, New York, and making their first appearance in our parade, let's give a warm welcome to the Brentwood High School Green Machine Marching Band.
The Green Machine is proud to salute and honor those who preserve the freedoms we celebrate on this Memorial Day in the 250th year of our nation. Let's have a listen.
Lions Club International. I get to talk about the Great Lions Club. I've been waiting for it. I love them. It's the world's largest service organization with 1.4 million members and over 49,000 clubs across more than 200 countries and geographic areas. Since 1917, Lions have been improving lives through hands-on service and global outreach.
Riding the float and marching alongside are Lion veterans, proudly wearing their red, white, and blue sashes in recognition of their military service to our nation, along with other Lion members who serve with pride and purpose. Together, they represent Lions in action, leading through service and making an impact every day. This year, Lions are inspired by International President AP Singh's theme, Lead to Serve, Serve to Lead. It reflects the heart of Lionism, stepping forward to serve others, and in doing so, becoming leaders in our communities. Here comes the Odyssey Charter School Marching Band from Newark, Delaware.
They're known for its Greek language immersion program. The school combines a rigorous academic schedule with a strong focus on culture, philosophy, global citizenship, and they proudly march in our parade today, and we say, Yasu!
The D.C. Fire and EMS Department is proud to be part of the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade. Your nation's capital is well protected by D.C.'s bravest. Under the guidance of Fire and EMS Chief John Donnelly Sr., they work each and every day to ensure that District of Columbia residents and guests are protected and healthy.
Making their debut appearance in the National Memorial Day Parade is the Bedford High School Marching and Color Guard from Bedford, New Hampshire. Band director Matt Bruno played in the 39th Army Band and served for 10 years. Welcome, Bedford High, and thank you for your service, Matt Bruno.
Francis Tobacco brings us the Spirit of 76 El Dorado, which he dedicates to all active servicemen and women and veterans who have served. His brother, Vincent Joseph Tobacco, was killed 84 years ago at the Battle of Midway, June 6, 1942. His brother was buried at sea and never returned home, and we honor him today.
Get ready for a powerhouse performance from the world-famous cowboy band and 6 white horses. They're from Hardin-Simmons University in Abilene, Texas. This amazing group has appeared in 6 presidential inaugural parades, and, well, howdy, they're thrilled to join us here today. This ain't their first time at the rodeo. Say howdy. Now from Burtonsville, Maryland, we're pleased to welcome the Paint Branch High School Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. The mission of the program is to instill the values of citizenship, service, personal responsibility, and a sense of accomplishment. The Cadet Corps is led by Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Blanche Angle.
Here for the 4th time are the Hoboken High School Rockin' Red Wings from New Jersey. The band headlines the Hoboken Baseball Parade each year, as Hoboken is the birthplace of baseball. The band is known for its dynamic drill design. Let's take a look.
What, Frank Sinatra from Hoboken? Volunteers carrying this banner to remember those we lost in the Great War, World War I.
The 2026 National Memorial Day Parade, presented by Boeing, is brought to you by Events DC, State of Kuwait, Pep Boys, the Robert Irvine Foundation, and by Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. Our segment honoring the fallen of the World Wars is made possible by U-Haul.
The National Moment of Remembrance, established by Congress, asks all Americans wherever you are at this time, to pause in an act of remembrance. Please do that right now.
So right now, the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade will be participating in this moment, coming to a complete stop while taps will be played in honor of all those who've sacrificed their lives in honor of our country. So wherever you are, wherever you're watching, we ask that you please join us in this moment.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see.
Taps was played by Master Sergeant Jason Kobe from the United States Air Force Band. Beautiful.
Yes, an Amazing Grace sung by Master Sergeant Nadia Sosnowski from the United States Air Force Band. Now our parade will continue right now. The Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade presented by Boeing continues as we thank those who have served. Today we remember the true meaning of Memorial Day, honoring those we have lost.
Sunbelt Rentals presents the Gold Star Service Flag. It was designed during the First World War in 1917. It is displayed in windows to recognize the loss of a loved one, and it is carried today by the Gold Star Spouses of America.
The American flag was raised for the first time over the newly dedicated World War I Memorial in Pershing Park, Washington, D.C. in 2021. The memorial is dedicated to the 4.7 million Americans who served during the war and the 116,516 who made the ultimate sacrifice. Among the memorial's strongest advocates was the last surviving veteran of the First World War, Frank W. Buckles, who joined the National Memorial Day Parade prior to his passing in 2011.
I remember him. This float and the World War I reenactors from the Doughboy Foundation joined the parade in his honor, Frank Buckles' honor, and in honor of all who served. From the Keystone State of Pennsylvania, please welcome the Pocono Mountain East High School Marching Band.
With strong ties to the local community, the band prides itself on being one of the largest and most active bands in the state. Let's take a listen.
On November 10th, 1775, the Second Continental Congress in Philadelphia established 2 battalions of Marines, creating the United States Marine Corps.
Now, legend marks the birthplace of the Marines at Philadelphia's Tun Tavern, where the first Marines were recruited. In 1925, the Marine Corps officially adopted gold and scarlet as their colors, and the banner you see today became their official flag in 1939. It's being carried by Women's Marine Association. Semper Fi, Marines.
I wonder if anybody had an SOS breakfast this morning. For 250 years, the United States Marines have been the first to fight for right and freedom.
The few, the proud. And joining in honor of America's 250th birthday, we present a performance from the Marine Drum and Bugle Corps.
And here comes Randolph High School Marching Band from Randolph, Massachusetts, just south of Boston, making their first appearance in the National Memorial Day Parade.
The band earned recent accolades at the New England Scholastic Band Association Finals. Let's take a listen.
When the National World War II Memorial was dedicated Memorial Day weekend in 2004, the federal government encouraged the American Veterans Center to organize a parade in honor of the thousands of World War II veterans in attendance.
That parade salute to our World War II veterans returned the next year and each year since under a new title, National Memorial Day Parade. Leading this salute to our greatest generation are flags representing the original 26 Allied nations of World War II.
Making a splash, let's welcome the Navy Club Ship 166, made of veterans of the Navy, Marines, and Coast Guard in the central Pennsylvania region.
The Navy Club of the United States was authorized by Congress in 1940, and local clubs are assigned a number corresponding with a PT boat number. PT 166 was designed and built during World War II and sunk off the Solomon Islands in 1943. The Navy Club honors all who have served and sacrificed.
Originally constituted as the 80th Division Band in 1943, this Army band gained recognition for their contribution to the World War II campaigns in northern France, Rhineland, and Central Europe.
Stationed at Fort Eustis, Virginia, the 380th Army Band brings professional musical performances to the region. With over 25 reserve musician soldiers, the band offers ceremonial support and diverse musical entertainment through their brass quintet, small rock pop band, jazz combo, and brass band. The 380th Army Band's high-caliber musicianship and dedication ensure a top-notch experience for any audience, including you today.
Next up, U-Haul, the original veteran moving company and a proud 21-year sponsor of this parade. U-Haul was founded by a World War II Navy veteran and his wife in 1945.
A family-run company, U-Haul is one of the nation's leading military-friendly employers and commits a portion of its community outreach to honoring veterans and addressing their needs. Today, U-Haul, its 36,000 team members, and its 22,000 independent dealers remember the heroes who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. To all who've served and sacrificed and to their families, U-Haul says thank you and God bless.
I think they may have some of my stuff in it. I like U-Haul. Well, sponsored by DSS. This is a 30 by 20 foot flag of the United States Air Force aiming high.
The flag features the Air Force crest and shield enveloped by 13 white stars representing the original colonies on a field of blue. The flag was officially authorized by President Truman in 1951. U-Haul brings us this next float, saluting our World War II generation and the service of the United States Merchant Marines. During the war, some 250,000 merchant mariners served as part of the U.S. military, delivering supplies and personnel around the world. Nearly 10,000 men were lost, with the Merchant Marines suffering a casualty rate higher than any other military branch.
The Merchant Marines were recently awarded the Congressional Gold Medal for their valor and sacrifice in the war. We're so honored to be joined by them today. A few of their own, including Merchant Marine veterans of World War II, 98-year-old James Quinn and 99-year-old Cliff Richardson. Give them a big round of applause.
Grateful for your service,
yes,
gentlemen.
Absolutely.
From D-Day and the Battle of the Bulge to the Pacific, heroes like these men are truly witnesses to history, and we salute these remarkable Americans, the greatest generation.
The Central Oregon Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps and National Defense Cadet Corps comprises 3 Oregon high school programs.
The program provides leadership education designed to develop informed citizens with the Navy's core values of honor, courage, and commitment at the forefront. This next group is brought to us by the National WASP World War II Museum. In 2010, the U.S. Congress voted unanimously for Spirit of 45 Day, a national day that honors the men and women of the World War II generation.
You bet. Keep the Spirit of 45 alive is an alliance of organizations and individuals working together to preserve and honor the legacy of the men and women of our greatest generation, so that their values and achievements will continue to inspire future generations.
Members of the Civil Air Patrol are marching today, paying tribute to the sacrifices made by our World War II generation and carrying photos of heroes of the war. Some of the faces you see are those of Tuskegee Airmen, Medal of Honor recipients, and soldiers from every branch of our armed forces.
God bless them. Making their way along Constitution Avenue, well, here are the Sandalwood High School Mighty Marching Saints from Jacksonville, Florida. Sandalwood's superiorly rated music program has seen tremendous growth and success across all ensembles, including Winter Guard winds, indoor percussion, and jazz. Let's take a listen to this superior group. From the Wolverine state of Michigan, here comes the Elizabeth Ann Johnson Memorial High School Panther Band. The Panthers march today with gratitude and humility, remembering the brave servicemen and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom.
Please welcome the ROC Veteran Association of Greater Washington, one of the biggest Chinese community organizations in the Washington area with more than 300 members. Members include many high-ranking generals who joined the U.S. forces in World War II to fight against Japan in Asia. Up next is the Flandreau High School Marching Band, joining us all the way from Flandreau, South Dakota. This group of 28 dedicated students have performed all over the country, including San Antonio, Chicago, Nashville, and Anaheim. And we welcome them to D.C.
This large Taiwan flag commemorates the very special partnership between the United States and the Republic of China. Today, the ROC, known as Taiwan, remains a steadfast friend and partner in democracy and human rights. Today's flag is carried by the members from the Veterans Affairs Council, ROC, Taiwan.
Please welcome the Kelloggsville High School Rocket Marching Band from Michigan. With a song to honor our country, let's take a listen.
The 2026 National Memorial Day Parade, presented by Boeing, is brought to you by Freedom 250, celebrating the triumph of the American spirit, America's Navy, John Deere, Gary Sinise Foundation, Sunbelt Rentals, and Leidos. Our tribute to the fallen heroes of the Vietnam War is presented by American Airlines, official airline of the National Memorial Day Parade.
We're so happy you're joining us. Welcome back live to Constitution Avenue.
We're grateful for the thousands joining us here in D.C. on this soggy day, and for the many watching at home. On behalf of the American Veterans Center, you're watching the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade presented by Boeing, and thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Get your patriotic gunners out. Let's go back to the parade.
Leading our salute riding in the parade today is Korean War legend David Ogden. He's joined by Robin Hutton, author of the best-selling book Sergeant Reckless, America's Warhorse.
I love Sergeant Rifles. Got a Purple Heart and commendations. Bought breakfast during the Korean War for $250 from a Korean stable guy so he could buy a prosthetic leg for his sister. He did 51 missions. Can you imagine that?
Unbelievable.
Thank you, John Deere, for supporting Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade and for pulling many of today's floats. Our next float honors the memory of the Americans who died in the Korean War, sometimes known as the Forgotten War, and features several surviving veterans joining all in honor of who sacrificed in Korea.
Well, we're not forgetting them. Joined by active duty military chaplains, this year's float is dedicated to the memory of Father Emil Kapan, an Army captain and Catholic priest. Father Kapan was captured while saving soldiers on the battlefield in November 1950. Held in a prisoner camp, he tended to the sick and wounded before passing away in that camp 75 years ago, May 23, 1951. Decades later, he was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor and is currently under consideration to be named a saint.
Oh, I love that. You know, there are about 400,000 Korean War veterans who are alive today with an average age of the tender age of 95 years old. In 2022, a new wall of remembrance was dedicated at the Korean War Memorial on the National Mall, including the names of 43,000 service members, KIA, killed in the war.
From Summerville, South Carolina, here is the Cane Bay High School Marching Band.
The Cane Bay Band program is a diverse musical community featuring concert bands, jazz bands, and chamber ensembles dedicated to service and musical excellence. Let's take a listen. Our next float features very special guest veterans of the war in Vietnam. The names of more than 58,000 fallen Americans are engraved on that Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall on the National Mall. And to the 2.7 million veterans who served in Vietnam, if you didn't hear it back then, we're here to tell you, welcome home and thank you for your service.
God bless you. These Vietnam veterans are supported by Sweet Mass Productions. Sweet Mass Productions is the premier developer for the Institute of Heraldry and proud manufacturer of your military awards and insignias. Born and raised as patriots in New England, they're founded by a Marine veteran and have been family-owned and operated for 3 generations. SMP is committed to supporting troops both on and off the battlefield, especially those in crisis.
You know, Maya Lin was only 21 years old when she created that monument.
She made quite a work of art.
Making their way down Constitution Avenue, proudly representing northern Michigan, is Kingsley High School NJROTC Band, brought to you today by Music Celebrations International.
The program has a strong commitment and enthusiasm for leadership and service and is noted for its academic achievements. They're proud to honor the service and sacrifice of veterans while inspiring the next generation of leaders. Let's welcome Kingsley.
Next, we welcome Ozzy's Truck, a journey of awareness and tribute. This nationwide initiative is dedicated to raising awareness about the mental health struggles that our service members and veterans face.
U.S. Navy veteran Jared Ashley and NASCAR legend Richard Petty partnered to restore this truck, which once belonged to U.S. Navy sailor Jeffrey Ozzie Otzwerk. Ozzie tragically took his own life in 1999 after serving his second combat tour. Having served alongside Ozzie, Ashley envisioned this restored vehicle as a traveling tribute, one that honors Ozzie's legacy while raising awareness of the unseen battles many veterans continue to face.
From York, South Carolina, let's welcome the York Preparatory Academy Band. It was founded in 2010. Schools built a solid band program, and it's been a South Carolina Band Director's 1A State Marching Band. It's a finalist since 2017. Let's listen and find out why. Please welcome Sons and Daughters of Pearl Harbor Survivors. The Sons and Daughters of Pearl Harbor Survivors have created this traveling memorial of the USS Arizona, the famous battleship that was destroyed in the surprise attack.
Accompanying the Arizona is the Flag of Valor that honors those who have persevered and died as a result of the attack. The flag was flown over the Arizona Memorial at Pearl Harbor, and thank you for being here today.
From Knoxville, let's welcome the South Doyle High School Army's Junior ROTC, the Cherokee Battalion, proudly representing Tennessee, the volunteer state. From Hampton, Virginia, let's welcome these veterans who receive their care at the Hampton, Virginia VA Medical Center.
The Port Richmond High School Band in Staten Island, New York operates as part of the school's Academy of Television, Visual, and Performing Arts. The program provides students with opportunities to participate in beginning band, concert band, symphonic band, jazz band, big band, wind ensemble, and marching band. The marching band and jazz ensemble perform frequently around Staten Island. Recent venues include the St. George Theater for the Borough Arts Festival and local neighborhood tree lightings.
Bet they don't drop the beat.
Now welcome to the Republic of Vietnam Veterans Association of Virginia. The Army of the Republic of Vietnam and the Allied Forces of the United States fought side by side to stop the spread of communism and defend liberty in Vietnam. They expressed gratitude to the more than 58,000 American service members who made the ultimate sacrifice for the freedom of the Vietnamese people. We will never forget their noble sacrifices now and forever.
A big thank you to Costco for being a parade sponsor. Let's hear it for the Pittsburgh Public Schools All-City Marching Band. This Pennsylvania band is making their second appearance in our parade, and let's take a listen and just hear how great they are.
The 2026 National Memorial Day Parade, presented by Boeing, is brought to you by American Battlefield Trust, Independent Apparel, Mission Barbecue, Pep Boys, and by Wounded Paw Project. The parade is produced by the American Veterans Center. For all history buffs, learn more about us at AmericanVeteransCenter.org. Our salute to those who served in the Gulf War is sponsored by the State of Kuwait.
We welcome you back to this wonderful parade on Constitution Avenue in the heart of the nation's capital.
We're having a great time. There's still more to come. On behalf of the American Veterans Center, you are watching the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade presented by Boeing. A huge thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Absolutely. Let's get back to the parade. Now, hold on to your french fries here, because you're going to see something you're going to love in a minute. It's got a lot of appeal. No skin off my back. I'll tell you why. Hold on to your french fries. Get your sour cream. It's the big Idaho potato truck in its back, and bigger than ever on its 14th cross-country tour. It started in 2012 as a one-time celebration of the Idaho Potato Commission's 75th anniversary, quickly turned into something much more full-blown, coast-to-coast phenomenon, and it's not half-baked.
Well, now a certified pop culture icon, this 4-ton spud and the Tater team are on a mission to promote the famously delicious Idaho potato, certified by the American Heart Association and the American Diabetes Association, and give back through its A Big Helping program, supporting local charities along the way. It's big, it's fun, and it's totally spudtacular.
I'm going to teach you the mashed potatoes. You want to learn
Let's
that
go.
dance? The next float is brought to us by the state of Kuwait. Among the parade's earliest supporters, the people of Kuwait wish to convey their deep and sincere appreciation for those who served and to those who fell in the fight to liberate their country 35 years ago.
On behalf of the people of Kuwait, we have the following message from the ambassador to the United States, Ambassador Al Sabah.
On this Memorial Day, we remember those who gave their lives in defense of freedom, a sacrifice Kuwait knows all too well and will never forget. As America approaches its 250th anniversary, we are reminded that our bond was forged in moments that mattered. And with the opening of the National Desert Storm War Memorial this fall, we continue to honor those who stood for Kuwait and shaped the course of history.
The National Desert Storm War Memorial Association is honored to host a gathering of more than 100 military veterans who served during Operation Desert Storm in 1991, proudly returning to Washington 35 years after the war. In 1990, Iraq invaded Kuwait. In early 1991, the USA led a 34-nation coalition successfully liberating the state of Kuwait in 1991.
The veterans today are part of the mission to build the National Desert Storm and Desert Shield War Memorial on the National Mall. It'll be located near the Lincoln Memorial. DC's newest landmark is set to be dedicated later this year in 2026. This commemorates work that will honor the service and sacrifice of all who served during Operation Desert Shield and Operation Desert Storm. Now, here is a message of support from our friends at the State of Qatar.
On this historic occasion, we join the United States in celebrating its 250th anniversary. This milestone honors 2.5 centuries of freedom, opportunities, and democracy. The friendship between the states of Qatar and the United States has grown through decades of partnership, mutual respect, and shared commitment to peace and security. Qatar is proud to host Al Udeid Air Base, home to thousands of American service members who work side by side with their Qatari counterparts. During this anniversary year, we celebrate the bonds between our nation and look forward to continued cooperation, friendship, and shared success.
From the West Coast, Fountain Valley, California, here is the Fountain Valley High School Royal Regiment making their second D.C. appearance. The first was for the inauguration of President Ronald Reagan in 1981. They recently appeared in the Pearl Harbor Commemoration Parade in Hawaii.
Mission Barbecue is known for its traditional American barbecue and for its mission to serve those who serve. Each location supports the Global War on Terrorism Memorial Foundation, as well as other military, veteran, and first responder organizations in our community. Mission Barbecue offers customized catering for parties of all sizes, and our authentic deuce-and-a-half military truck is outfitted with a fully operational smoker that can roll in and feed your army.
Yum! Sounds yummy.
I'll take some.
Welcome, Marty's Golden Air Senior Drum and Bugle Corps from the Great Lakes State, Michigan. Established in 1950, membership includes men ages 16 to 86, giving the Golden Airs a blend of nostalgia and young enthusiasm. Go, go, Marty's.
parade volunteers carry this banner saluting today's military.
National Memorial Day Parade, presented by Boeing, is brought to you by American Airlines, official airline of the National Memorial Day Parade. Events DC, the State of Kuwait, CarShield, call, drive, save. And by the State of Qatar. Our salute to those serving us today is sponsored by Leidos.
Well, we hope you're having as much fun as we've been having here on
Having a blast.
Constitution Avenue for this great 250 National Memorial Day Parade.
Well, on behalf of the American Veterans Center, you are watching the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade presented by Boeing, and thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Let's get back to the parade.
Today, we honor the fallen of September 11th with a wreath of honor, followed by memorial flags listing the names of those lost in the attack on the World Trade Center, Flight 93, and the Pentagon.
We are honored to be joined by families of those lost in the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, along with the FDNY ceremonial unit from New York City. 25 years later, we remember, we honor your sacrifice. Thank you.
This 30 by 50 foot American flag is carried by Wounded Warrior Project, the nation's leading veteran service organization dedicated to empowering post 9/11 veterans, service members, and their families.
Today's flag bearers embody the strength and resilience of the veterans community and the unwavering promise of the Wounded Warrior Project that really says no veteran ever walks alone.
That's the truth. Through life-changing programs like mental health care, caregiver support, Warriors to Work, and Soldier Ride, Wounded Warrior Project helps veterans thrive long after their service ends.
Here comes the Massachusetts Maritime Academy Band Honor Guard and Drill Team. The Massachusetts Maritime Academy is a university specializing in the maritime industry.
State-of-the-art labs and simulators create an immersive teaching experience that replicates real-life scenarios within practice environments. Shipboard training takes place on their training vessel, the Patriotic State.
Replacing the Army's aging fleet of Jeeps, The Humvee gained acclaim during the Gulf War 35 years ago.
The Mission-Integrated Maneuverable Interoperable Conformable Vehicle, MIMIC-V, is an extreme tactical security vehicle that can operate in any environment for any tactical mission. The iconic Humvee has been supporting our armed forces for decades and continues to play a vital role in our nation's security, running along our veterans who are employees of AM General. Our final parade float honors the 2.1 million Americans on active and reserve duty today, and most especially the nearly 7,000 who've been lost in operations around the world post 9/11, including those taking place today.
So joining are active duty uniformed service members from the United States Armed Services, representing all who service with honor. Today, on behalf of a grateful America, we thank you.
Thank you indeed.
Please welcome the Camden High School Scarlet Regiment from Camden, South Carolina. They have a record number of accolades, and they are known for their dynamic performances and strong ensemble unity. The band showcases their commitment to artistic expression and precision on and off the field.
Here are Navy Jeeps coming down the parade route. In 1781, George Washington said to the Marquis de Lafayette, "It follows then as certain as that night succeeds the day, that without a decisive naval force, we could do nothing definitive, and with it, everything honorable and glorious."
The Clarksville High School Panther Band represents the state of Arkansas. The marching band performs during the fall semester, transitioning to concert and pep bands. In the spring as well, we thank them for making their great trip to Washington, D.C. to take part in the parade, and all those parents and people have raised money for
Absolutely.
these bands to get here.
Joining us now is the Remembering Our Heroes 1957 Chevy Task Force pickup, a signature tribute to our nation's military men and women who've made the ultimate sacrifice in the global war on terror. Built by U.S. Air Force Master Sergeant Rick Beach, the moving memorial has been signed by more than 35,000 veterans to honor our 7,030 fallen heroes.
Thank you to the state of Qatar for being a sponsor and supporter of the Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade.
And thanks to these parade volunteers for carrying the American Veterans Center banner, the organization responsible for today's parade, and so much more. Please visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org to see all that they do for our veterans.
From Fort Wayne, Indiana, let's hear it for the marching cadets of Concordia Lutheran High School, making their third appearance in our parade.
They march today with gratitude and reverence, honoring the brave men and women whose sacrifice has secured our nation's freedom. They do all things to glorify God. Let's listen.
The Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade welcomes the Mustang Club of Maryland, National Capital Region Mustang Club, and Central Virginia Mustang Club.
The 2026 National Memorial Day Parade, presented by Boeing, is brought to you by Freedom 250, celebrating the triumph of the American spirit, America's Navy, U-Haul. The National Memorial Day Parade is created and produced by the American Veterans Center. Join our mission to preserve their legacy at AmericanVeteransCenter.org.
Well, you hear them, don't you?
That American muscle.
Oh, I love them. Hey, a very special thank you to the American Veterans Center and to all the sponsors today for today's Freedom 250 National Memorial Day Parade.
What a great day this was, huh?
So wonderful
We didn't
to
let
be
the
with
soggy
you.
weather stop us.
Well, these guys have marched through worse, I can tell you.
Absolutely.
More.
We're grateful for them and grateful for you too. And it's only the beginning of this patriotic summer, folks, so please join us right back here for a once-in-a-lifetime event in Washington on July 4th for America's 2026 Independence Day Parade, celebrating America's 250th birthday. The parade will step off from 3rd Street and Constitution Avenue, travel south on 3rd Street by the Capitol to Independence Avenue, where the parade will turn right onto Independence Avenue to 12th Street. It's going to be a great event.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, and we want to thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you in 2027 right here for next year's National Memorial Day Parade. Thank you, John. Thank all of you. God bless our country and our veterans.